real name?
Yeah, that's my birth name.
Crazy.
The big boy.
The big boy.
Yeah,
It's cool with the big boy kid.
No, Da is his middle name. It's Cool Kid, the Biggie Boy.
The
That's
biggie
his-
boy.
Full name.
Yeah, but I don't think I could higher like the volume of the mic, so I'll just need to talk louder.
It's sounds better
It's
now.
good as it is right now.
Okay, I've just called it a whole load of classics.
A whole load of classics.
It won't let me enter a game title, which is probably for the best. Oh no, hang on. I have to select playing.
Ooh, check if
Oh my
Twitch
God.
recognizes The Great Gatsby.
The box art.
No, The Great Gatsby's not on there. And then a week of Garfield. Let's see if that's...
It's gotta have Week of...
There you go, it's got a week of Garfield.
Yes.
There it is.
Cool Kid added that himself.
Oh, I put Cool Kid and Cool Kid. Do you mind if I'm not going to change that?
One of them links to Cool Kid's page, one of them links to Flicky's page.
Oh.
I could change it to net. I'll change that.
Speaking of box art, this game I played the other day, I really like this game, but it may have the best box art I've ever seen.
Metamorph?
No.
Look,
Look at this guy.
panic
Oh my god.
What is that in the background? The pink thing. What's the pink thing?
It's a
I
bat.
think it's no, it's a tablecloth.
That guy's...
I wanted
guy's
to buy
horrified.
this game until I realized it was $175.
So?
That's horrifying, that cover. That
Do another donation stream.
Buy me Panic Restaurant, please, so I can
Just the
speed run
box.
this game in 15 minutes or so.
Oh my god, that is the creepiest
That is
piece of
fantastic.
creepy I've ever seen.
Oh, so good.
So, yeah, I've seen the person I asked if he wanted to do the Apescape episode about 7 or 8 times in different places, and he still hasn't responded to the thread.
Huh.
So, I've either not invited him, which I have. So, basically, yeah. Like his other information is his Apescape any percent single segment aiming for an hour and 5 minutes. That's not going to cut it. It's a good 10 minutes slow. Look at that encoding.
Cypher now asking for Puzzle Week.
There you go.
What a bitch.
Shut him down.
Exactly.
I'll put him in his place.
If you didn't spend all week playing SMRPG,
We could have done it this week. Oh, did we get the schedule updated? We did. Look at that.
Oh, man.
Quick audio test here. Alright.
What we could have also done with this classic week, a third game, is Tom Sawyer.
no, we cannot fit a third game. There's too much content.
Yeah, you're right. Adventures of Tom Sawyer is so good.
Dude, me and this, we both have that game in common, so that'll be perfect.
Don't you guys have like 8 or 9 games in common?
Yeah, like everything on the SRL list.
Games that we both actually enjoy.
We wanted good games, not just whatever you guys could come up with.
I don't even
want your-
acknowledge Blecky and Withheld on that SRL list. As far as I'm concerned, it's just Cool Kid then Nez at the top, or Nez then
Yeah.
Cool Kid.
Ness was king of the hill, and then Cool Kid pushed him off, and now Blecky's there, but it's alright.
Who cares? Blecky cares.
I actually own a cart of The Adventures of Tom Sawyer. But it glitches like hell on a couple of low levels, so if I ever wanted to run it, then on level 3 I just have to memorize a 10-second portion of the game because it flashes uncontrollably and I can't see.
Wait a minute. The Adventures of Tom Sawyer isn't, someone got that for the Game Exchange. Was it Andrew G?
Holy shit, did he really? I help him
Yeah.
out.
No, don't.
I'm gonna
Okay.
check this out. There might be. All right, let's see. This is all PJ's fault.
Okay,
Let's
look.
find this here.
PJ did a roar in the chat, look.
Right.
Yeah, that's not the real you.
Wow.
The biggest problem with running Tom Sawyer is on the very last level. There's a part where you're like in this ice cave and a bunch of spikes fall, but they don't fall when you
I just realised how they spelled lasagna. The letters aren't. There's not enough letters, but still.
It's got the little Spanish accent mark over the end too. Just pretend it's there.
Lasagna.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
Andrew
liked
G has to run the Adventures of Tom Sawyer, given to
Oh my
him
God.
by Xenic.
By the way, you
I
can
think-
probably take Chrono and me off that list, because Chrono messed up big time.
I don't know what that means.
He sent me Jack and Daxter.
That's
You know
Yeah.
that critically acclaimed game with a run on the site?
in the game. Huh.
Well,
Yeah, that's a pretty big mess.
I only joined so I could send him what I'm convinced is a worse game to come out on the current generation of consoles, but if I'm going to get Jack and Daxter in return, I mean that's okay, but it kind of doesn't
Yeah, but it doesn't really fit.
fit.
It already has a run and
And someone's trying to improve it now, and they're doing a really good job, so I'd have to beat an improved run by someone who wants to do it.
yeah.
I can't believe someone has Tom Sawyer. That makes me happy.
Makes you happy?
Yeah, because I want to run it, but on level 6, the last level, there's an ice cave with a bunch of spikes that fall when you like run near them, but they don't run at like a specified point when you get near them. They just fall at complete random. So one, as you're running toward them, one way away from you could fall immediately, and there's no way to determine if it's gonna fall or not, and you could just be completely fucked if you try to run through it fast.
That last level's the worst. Especially that one last jump, dude, it gets me every time.
Why didn't you join the Bad Game Exchange, cool kid? You
Yeah.
probably would have done your game in like 2.5 weeks.
Yeah, I would have, but I don't really have any MPS.
I was like, yeah, I would have done, you're right.
Immediately, straight away. Just. I guess he's just holding back so that he doesn't scare everybody else away from joining. Like, yeah, I finished my own game and everybody else's.
No Spirituosa. This is attempt 10 of this episode.
Yeah.
That's the attempt
We-
counter.
We're gonna get it right this time.
We are. We're gonna crush this estimate.
It's just been so tough. So tough. We're actually, prepping now. We got our 11-minute countdown. It's gotta be.
PJ's goal for this episode is 45 minutes. I think we can do it.
Yeah, I think halfway through the filler, we're just gonna cut it. That's gonna be it. So Flicky can go to bed.
Yeah, I would like an extra hour and 15 minutes of sleep this week. Would be great.
Then we do the real episode, The Adventures of Tom Sawyer.
When he's gone, wait till the
Yeah.
grown-ups have gone to bed, and then the children will play.
These are pretty much the best images we've had for any episode.
Okay, so this is the thing, right? If we can make images for these two games, we can make images for any game.
These pictures are so good.
God.
You know how long I sat there staring at the Great Gatsby pictures trying to figure out exactly what to do?
I love this Garfield sprite. It's incredible.
Every Garfield sprite is perfect.
Oh my god! Look at that one. That's brilliant.
Oh man. This week is just gonna be extended slideshow week.
But no, this is a true speedrunning episode. The current generation of speedrunners start running something as a joke, and before they know it, they're optimizing the run and spending loads of time trying to do it.
Ring Rush and I spent so much time working on Gatsby routes.
Exactly. You start as a joke, and before you know it, you're like,
And then you're stuck.
man, I've
Too
spent
late to turn back.
89 hours this last 2 weeks trying to catch this first monkey properly. It's not working.
Wow.
I haven't spent that much time on it, don't worry.
I'm a little worried.
But it's like, hey,
Does that
this would be a
mean
fun run to do, you know, just for fun. And then before I know, I'm getting like, oh damn, oversplit, reset, and then I'm like, hang on a second, what am I doing?
More.
When did this become serious?
Yep.
Look at that panic restaurant. That is absolutely, that's absolutely incredible. Oh, I can see it really big now because of the stream. Awesome. Is a table? Oh, that tablecloth. I thought it had a face.
No, it's a knife on it.
It's just a knife and a plate. It looked like a face.
I really enjoyed that game, not gonna lie.
Man.
You just run through a restaurant and beat up rampaging fruit with a frying pan.
I
Or
saw
a spoon if you get that power up.
Oh man, this is in good quality, Douglas. Not that it isn't normally, but I mean your resolution's pretty good.
Yeah, Mike, that is the official box art. That's
Yes.
probably why it's rare and no one bought it.
That's so good.
That's why it's rare.
No other reason. Diesel, you gonna speak, by the way? He's gonna hang out.
Is
I'm
Fiesel
just
here?
hanging out.
Yeah, he's just
Oh,
hanging
yes. Oh, I thought we were still waiting for you.
I have a Swedish friend of mine who will always join calls, but he never says hello. And I thought it was just him just hanging out in the Skype call until I phoned him in real life when I was in Sweden. And he picked up the phone and just didn't say anything. I was like, hello? He's like, hi. And I was like, what? You meant to say something when you answered the phone.
Best friend ever. Maybe he said hello and then answered. His timing was just a little bit off, because I've done that before.
Hello. Beep.
Where I like pick up the phone and I say hello, and then I'm like, oh, it's one of those stupid phones. You have to push power after you pick it up. And then like, I already said hello, so why bother, saying it again? And then I feel like an idiot just holding up a silent phone, hang up. That's how it works.
Mm-hmm.
Be you
Alright,
for
guys,
a day.
as usual, about 30 seconds in, I'll remind you that we're going live, and in about 10 seconds, I cut Skype audio and go to.
You gonna do that intro thing again? Because that made it slightly better.
Mm-hmm.
You mean like the video?
Yeah, no, you did. You said the thing. You said last week. You said
Announced
it's
us,
Super
yes.
Spray.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'll try to do it with.
Because
better
Lord
audio
knows I
levels,
can't
'cause-
do that because it's too fucking difficult.
Yeah, I got some feedback
think-
from chat that it was a little quiet, so I'll try to turn down like the in-game volume when I do it.
Sounds like a god. That's what
Okay.
you want to do.
Sunday sequence break, something like that.
Sunday, sequence break.
You mean a god or a car salesman?
Oh, PJ. Both.
I still
Oh.
can't see chat.
The god of car salesmen.
Ooh.
Do you need a new, fresh god to help you in your daily life? Yeah, I do.
I could probably go with that.
Sounds like a good thing. So man, world record streams have been disappointing recently.
No way.
Yeah, I never seem
We've
to
got the
actually
best
have a
list here.
record.
Just because of SMRPG. It justifies the entire list.
No, I mean the streams where
Yep.
they say world record attempts.
15 seconds, muting.
Success rate has been awful recently.
Oh, yeah.
My success rate's been awful.
Sunday Sequence Break with your hosts, PJ, Flicky, and Feasel.
See, I told you we weren't actually live.
See? I was first.
Now we are.
Why did you all believe he was practicing his line? It's very important for Duckfist to get his line correctly so that I can fuck up everything afterwards. It's good. Also, Duckfist, why do you hit the split so early? Do you include the intro for the split?
What? I start the intro
it's-
once it
It's
gets
the
to
intro
zero.
start.
It's done
Yeah,
this like
but it's a
every
character
time since
control.
I've been here.
Oh man, that's
Do you
why.
watch
Oh,
the
you've been using RTA timing instead of SDA.
When we press start?
I didn't press that. I haven't pressed it yet, so top timing. Start again.
It really is going to be
I
the fastest
refuse to
episode.
press start.
45 seconds.
Anyway, welcome to episode 11 of the Sunday Sequence Break, which is going to be a load of classics. It is the Sunday... No, that's not. That's the name of the show. It's a week of Garfield, right? Being represented by Cool Kid, who we'll introduce in a moment. And the Great Gatsby with Chemical Cuties helping us out with that one. So there we go. 2 games. Can you guess that we didn't get round to actually planning a proper game this week?
What are you talking about? I had this planned out weeks ago, and I just brought it to your memory recently.
And you know because Sinister One's not here, so this was a proper planned episode. We worked very
Right.
hard on it. So
We were going to give him a call anyway and just like Saturday night and tell him, oh, wait, by the way, you're going to be on the show tomorrow.
Yeah.
and so
a
this
few hours ago, really. we were
this is our SRL pandering show. So we're gonna pander those guys so they come watch us every week, and then we're fine. So yeah, obviously, hello, I'm Flicky. We got PJ somewhere.
Oh.
Yep.
Here.
Here 2 PJs again.
Yes.
Echo.
Bad.
Echo.
We got Beetle.
Hello.
Oh yeah.
Hi, Joe.
Hello. Hey guys, welcome. We got Ness.
Hello?
Hello, there he is. And we got the big boy himself, Cool Kid.
Hello.
There he is, another Swede. How many
Yes.
Swedes is that now? What Swede? Oh, Swede
3,
count?
I think.
Is it
Herblat, Tampa, and...
Yeah,
Good now.
3 Swedes. Good stuff.
Yes.
Alright, so let's go to recap, and I'm going to try and look away from these screens, because otherwise I'm going to not be able to speak. Okay, we start with PJ normally, right? PJ, what have you been doing?
I've been playing a lot of Secret Game with Mr. K.
Oh,
Things are going along really well.
Yeah.
It's going to be the greatest run in history.
good stuff.
This is not really a speedrun they're doing. When he says he's playing
No.
a secret game with Mr. K.
Yeah,
actually,
playing
dot.
Parcheesi.
Actually making something, an RPG maker.
Yep.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic. SDA fanfic, the game.
PJ's going to make his perfect RPG. Every
Yeah.
enemy is going to have a 1 in 10,000 chance to actually die when its health is lost.
Yep. And bees is a status ailment.
And a stat.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yes, bees +1. Yeah, aside from that, I didn't really do too much. I did some more practice on Super Ghouls and Ghosts because I was having some problem with one of the levels. I think I figured it out.
I keep forgetting that you're actually running that game.
Yeah. Maybe if I'm not
Seriously.
lazy this week, I'll get back to doing attempts.
Alright. Diesel, you've been playing Zelda 2, I know this.
Yeah, I mean, I basically have, like, exactly what I said last week applies to this week. I had another great run that I botched in Palace 7, and I still am sucking at Legacy of the Wizard, although I'm trying pretty hard. So, same as I was
I
last week.
watched
It's a lot
part of your Zelda 2 run.
Which one, last night or today? Today was-
Last night, whichever one you were like 2.5 minutes ahead, you're actually ahead of the
Oh,
SD
yeah, yeah.
run at one point, and then you died.
Then everything went bad.
Yeah, and then I was like, why am I watching this?
Exactly.
I know I like Feasel, but come on.
And I had my peak, 190 viewers, I guess, which
Holy
is the
shit!
most
Wow.
I've ever had for.
What is
They
wrong
got to see
with
me
people?
fail this Zelda 2 run. Yeah, what is wrong with people?
You
Thank
don't get that much for Super Mario World.
No, not even a quarter of that. Zelda 2, just people like it. Plus, when you're streaming at 5:30 in the morning on like a Saturday morning, there's no one on, so that
Yeah.
has something to do with it too.
That was when I saw your previous record of like 150 was it? Like, it was 9 a.m. my time or something.
Yeah,
It's completely dead everywhere.
Yeah,
exactly. That's my
because
strategy.
everybody was in Fiesel's stream.
Yeah, right. Everyone was drunk and they had no idea what they were watching.
People
Yeah.
don't go to sleep; they just go to Field Street.
Yep.
All right. As far as I've gone, I did 2 rounds of Ape Escape 3, and I screwed them both up in both different ways. Really quite dumb ways. We had a race where I actually reset. Surreal and I agreed to forfeit the race and start again because I got killed and lost like 3.5 minutes on one monkey. And that's
You
not
can
much
die?
of an exaggeration. You can die.
Huh.
So
I thought you could just get really embarrassed.
no, you can actually die. I also died. I lost 2 lives to a mammoth mini boss, not even a real boss. The whole thing went horribly. But yeah, I did it, so that counts. And I practiced the first level of the Bionic Commando speedrun for about half an hour today.
Ooh, the orange tower.
No. The
The
first
actual level or the first level that
thing
you played?
do. The gun, the running gun bit. Vertical running gun. Okay, I just wanted to make sure that was in the game, and you're not going to tell me that again. That isn't a level I meant to do.
No, what are you talking? You're not even playing the right game.
That's Yonoid.
There's no guns. Bionic Commando. So yeah, I mean that's as far as I've gone. Nez, what have you done since your charity thing? Wasn't for
I
charity.
have started my new stream project of just playing through a shitload of 2D platformers and being extremely bad at them.
Nice.
And
What did you start with?
the DKC 1 through 2 and 3. It's like as a indication of how bad, I ran out of continues when I played Rescue Rangers.
Oh no.
What?
Yeah, I ran out of continues and game overed, and I'll have to come back to it some other time.
Oh man,
Oh man.
I thought you just had
shouldn't
to
have sent
burn
you
it.
those.
I'm putting them just like a huge cross on the case.
Yeah, game
Just
over.
write failure all over your walls.
Oh,
I don't know,
Yeah.
maybe that's taking it a bit far, but
yeah. And my Castlevania 1 was close to 2 hours, so...
that's
You
not
got through
bad.
it, though.
Wow.
You did it, yeah. I probably couldn't finish that
I
game.
feel bad about sending you some of those suggestions now.
Oh,
I
don't feel
sent
bad.
Us like 45 games
Oh
that
yeah,
he should play.
yeah, he gave me a giant list of PJ games,
Yeah,
and
it's
they will
just-
probably all go as bad.
If they go as bad, that you're doing well. I'm
Yeah.
expecting you to not even get past the title screen on some of those.
Dang. That's
They're
harsh.
They're not good.
Cool kid, what have you done? You going to put us all to shame?
Yeah, I've been like this last week. I've been getting into Half-Life speedrunning again. I speedrunned like way back a couple years ago, but I recently got into it again. It's a cool game. It's fun.
No scripts?
Yeah, we've been racing a bit on this round. I've been doing runs without scripts, and
Oh.
yeah, it's been fun.
What is that no scripts? Like 25 minutes or?
They're currently working on a new segment run of the game, and their estimate is about like below 25 minutes at least.
Yeah.
Do you think you have a shot at taking the single segment record?
Of course he does.
I would bet on it, but I want to hear him say it.
Actually, not really. Like, there are way better players than me. But I don't know what the single segment record is actually without scripts. I know that single segment record with scripts is 32 minutes and 55 seconds. So, I don't know. So it'd be interesting to see a good run.
Yeah, well, I mean, do you look down at the ground the whole time? Isn't that a game where where if you look down at the ground instead of where you're going is less lag and you save time? Or am I using it?
No, that's GoldenEye for N64.
Yeah.
I believe.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
no.
Have,
Those
If you have
games,
lag,
yeah. Frame rate.
if you have lag in Half-Life on a PC that's not 300 years old. You should probably get a new PC.
Yeah.
Probably run that game at like 900 FPS now.
Yeah, actually, if you do run the game at 900 FPS, the game would actually run in slow motion. Like if you
Oh,
play at the game at above a frame rate of 250, the game goes in slow motion.
I was going to ask if it was like Quake, where it makes you jump higher, or whatever it is. I think it's in Quake or Doom.
Yeah, it's sort of similar actually. If you have your frame rate at 250 frames per second, you air strafe like faster, so it's beneficial to have your frame rate at 250 in running the game.
Isn't that also the game where you can crank up your frame rate and gain health really fast by getting caught in something?
Yeah, that's the Infinite Health Door glitch where they, I guess they programmed the map wrong. Instead of like having the door deal 1 hit point of damage to you, it heals for 1 hit point of damage.
Right, and you can cheese out by just cranking the frame rate up, so you just gain health.
It heals for 1 hit point like every frame. So if you can change the commands and such so that the game runs in 1,000 frames per second. So that basically means that you gain 1,000 health per second while being damaged by the door.
That's incredible.
So yeah, it's a very beneficial glitch for speedrun game.
Alright. Oh, go on.
Dude, I also have been getting to Donkey Kong Country 3 actually, kind of a random game, but it's fun.
Does anyone actually play that properly, seriously?
Dude,
My game 9 soon.
Does anyone run it? Like, anyone just run that game?
I don't know actually. I mean, there are a bunch of very good Japanese RTA players, but I don't know if any...
they're usually the ones that run DKC2. A lot of them do DKC3 as well.
Alright, let's roll into records then, because we didn't have a good segue for that. So, let's roll with it to, here we go. I swear we mentioned this last week.
Did you just say we don't have a good segue, and he was talking about Japanese DKC2 players?
No. I don't want to remember that Riz
man.
is abandoned.
You really just dropped the ball.
He's abandoned us, PJ. I don't want to be reminded of him, okay? I thought he was going to be here every week with me, smiling down on me from above, holding a video of a record of DKC2, but he's gone. Just left me.
Instead, we have EXO. I think they're the same person.
We changed Rizisms to Exoisms, so it's okay.
We have. They are currently Exoisms, but right, let's roll into... I thought we mentioned this last week, maybe briefly, but anyway, Final Fantasy X segmented any percent Karakan finish, which I'm going to assume is a world record purely because can't be that many people actually finish a segmented run of this game. Not that...
It takes dedication.
Yeah, it does, so... It's sub 10 hours, which is pretty cool. Essentia herself said that she didn't think it would get that low, so that's, what's the word? What's the word when it's like a recommendation but not quite?
I'm curious now too, I have no idea.
I don't know. Just make up a word, and whatever that word is, that's what I meant, okay? So she was obviously like, oh, it's really good, bloody blah, so apparently it's 43 minutes faster than a single segment. Maybe.
Something around there, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember the exact time of a single segment. It was just under 1040, I think.
Something along those lines. So he's snuck his way on here again, I suppose.
What is he going to do after all this has been... Now he's finished all his Final Fantasy, like...
No, he's got 10-2. He's got 10-2 to do now.
That's true, he's got more 10.
He's moving on to a worse Final Fantasy.
I thought he wasn't even going to submit that... Oh, there it is, 1039.37.
And also, there that is, endorsement. That's the word I was thinking of.
Oh.
There you
There you go.
Thank God for chat.
Your people invented this language, Flicky.
Yeah.
Whoa, what do you mean, your people?
Your people.
I thought it was pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Maybe it is.
Justin Bieber lookalikes. It's more cool.
Beavers. Well, call us what we are. But yeah, Testament, that's also a good one. Anyway. Wait, hang on, is that George the George guy?
George the Tony Hawk?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's him.
it's
Dude, what happened? You said he wasn't here.
What? No, I
You said
didn't.
he was dead or something.
Dead.
You are
Well,
thinking.
you're gonna grab George and we're gonna do our Tony Hawk's episode now.
Yeah, we're doing
Get
Tony
out,
Hawk.
cool kid. So, anyway,
Wait, look at all the Garfield images on here. Great Gatsby.
Yeah, it doesn't
Gatsby
matter.
would be the first one to be
Just put him
cut.
on a skateboard.
Alright, that's fine, that's fine. Anyway, so, we had RPG, Final Fantasy X. Go on, PJ, Ned, you can talk about this next one. Go on, go for it.
So Cypher did his Super Mario RPG marathon this week, which was fantastic to watch.
But very
like-
disappointing time-wise.
He had like over 700 viewers for the entire week, which was insanity.
Yeah, it was...
He got like 800 followers and a whole bunch of money. Yeah, so Raku's record was 2:57:10, and this is on the Japanese version. So like the actual time, oh, and it's using the RTA timing too. So like if you convert it to like SCA timing and an English equivalent, it's like 12 minutes faster. But Cypher beat it by 1 second, and it was the best run in history. And I guess I'll let Ness talk about this, because it's
Alright.
just the best.
Yeah. No. Didn't it miss the super jumps on Johnny as well?
It sure did.
Oh,
yeah. He got like 60 in and totally biffed it, and then was just like so mad that he just used all of his bombs and just like exploded Johnny. And then he's like, well shit, now I don't have any bombs. And proceeded to get like 6 ice bomb freebies on
Yardovich.
what's it? Yeah. Yeah,
I call it
Yardovich.
Yardovich. Even though that's
There's an
probably
I
wrong.
in there somewhere, but we'll
No, there's
pretend
not.
it's not there. Yeah, so we got like a bajillion ice bomb freebies from him. And like, oh man.
I love this
Yeah,
highlight
that's-
clip. It's
you
just
wanna-
popping on
It's a
things.
good highlight clip. These people have no idea what's going on if they've not played the game.
And
You
then
would think that's all the game is.
It's just a GIF. It's not even a video.
No,
Right,
it's a
we're just
video.
gonna have a looping animation of hopping. Yeah.
then it got to the battle rooms where he like if you don't know, there's six doors in Smithy's castle, and they're all random. There's 2 puzzle rooms, 2 action rooms, and 2 battle rooms.
Oh,
And
funny.
The battle rooms are incredibly slow. You don't want those. And so the first room he hits was door 2 as a battle room. So you have to kill yourself to get out. And then he goes and does, I think, 1 or 2 other doors that were right. Then he goes back in door number 2, and they
Oh,
don't
no,
change
He
when you
did
go
one of the
back.
later ones, and it was a battle room. So then he died again, and then went back, and he had to choose between like door 6 and door 2 or something, and just door 2
Door-
again.
So, probably the only Mario RPG speedrun in the history of ever that has had 3 battle rooms.
Yeah,
And
the
now,
run.
yes.
There's 3 battle rooms.
So this beat the world record by how much? Or the previous?
1 second.
1 second.
Yeah.
And he had the record at all. And so he left while the credits were going. And then when he came back after like eating a sandwich, he's like, oh wait, I have the record now.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
his last split, like, he killed Smithy and was behind Raku by, like, I don't know, some amount of time. And then the credits rolled, and the end of the credits was faster.
What?
So there must have been something wrong with the way that the way that Raku's video is playing back in his stream.
So just for the record as well, if this was on the US version, what time would it have been?
I think it's 9 minutes if you go by the same.
It's
timing.
8:42, isn't it? From what I read.
Yeah, but
Yeah, for the text.
Yeah. But
And
doesn't
then
the text
he
count?
times it differently because he
Oh.
times to the end of the credits,
Right.
which are however long too. So I don't know, low to mid 40s.
So what's he going to do with this? Because he can't be happy with that run.
No, I think he's still going.
How can he not be happy with that run?
It sounds like sort of the run I thought I would end up with when I did it. When I did my game, and I'd just be like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't
Yeah.
care.
That's it. Done.
Take it. It's done. I don't give a shit. Yeah, there's 7.5 minutes of mistakes.
he had another run that was really good and over a minute ahead, and then he got in a fight.
Oh, I saw that. He got in a fight that he should have dodged the enemy, right?
yeah,
in the
and he
street,
just
yeah.
could not run at all.
He had like 11 not escapes in a row, and it lost him like 2 minutes.
Yep.
Oh, that was good. I did watch that one. It's nice to see people suffer.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, let's move on, and we got. Oh look, what's this game? Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time, 2156 by
I've seen this
ZSG.
before, right?
I'm pretty sure this is just the same run again and again and again.
Yeah, I actually just used the same highlight clip.
What could be different in this highlight clip? Like, what is different in it, Diesel?
Well, I'll tell you, I'm the expert.
Yeah, well, you
Yes.
didn't make the clip.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I haven't
Cool kid.
watched
He's got to
this
know.
particular run. He might have done the glitched warp different. I don't know.
No idea. Was, Cool Kid, do you have any idea about this run?
No.
Okay. So we are clearly prepared for this.
I love how, what is it, the like 3-4 of the most popular games to speedrun, Ocarina of Time, Mario 64, like Super Metroid, and none of us know anything about any of them.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, he set up the warp differently.
Alright,
There's a different wrong warp set up in Goma's room. Okay.
good job, Fiesel. Hold on.
Yeah, I can read.
Tampa's
Again,
sad at us.
is this done now? Are we done with this run? Or
No.
of course not.
I think Cosmo's going to come back and try to reclaim.
I
That's what
don't think Cosmo.
I don't think
wants-
Cosmo's that
There's-
bothered.
He is down with the Wind Waker right now.
Oh, he's got the Wind Waker in him.
He's got the Wind Waker in him. Alright.
Yep.
Is he going to get his MST anytime soon? Or like planning to go for it?
Probably not.
Alright. Okay, what's next? Oh. Legend of Zelda Oracle of Seasons. Cool Kid, you can talk this one out, because, you know, why not?
Sure, I've never played a game.
That's
But,
fine. Neither have I.
yeah.
All you gotta do is just pretend you can beat it. Just read out the time, the name, and pretend you could
It's like,
beat
oh, that's not
Yeah.
very good. I can do this.
it. Yeah.
See, the thing is, Tampa's the expert here, and he's already mad at us, but you're Swedish, so he can't get mad at you.
Right, exactly.
So you're gonna do the discussion.
Right, so what was time? 1:59:17.
That's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently.
That's a fairly good time, I guess.
I think whoever told me about this, it might have been Rom Scout, said that this is the first sub 2 hour run.
Did
Yeah.
he
So that's
tell you
pretty
if
cool.
that's good or not? Like,
Yeah,
sure
I mean,
it's
it's the
good.
fastest time out there,
Right, that makes it good.
so it's obviously good.
And it
I don't
beats an
remember.
arbitrary boundary like 2 hours.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
it also makes it
A
good.
boundary that has absolutely no significance whatsoever,
Right.
except for being a nice round number.
Yeah,
Yep.
Ness almost cut the 2 in Castlevania 1.
Hell yeah. Hey, Twig tried to beat my time afterward, and he failed to do so. So that makes it good, apparently.
But anyway, I mean, this is, I'm sure it's probably a good run.
I never-
Paladreamer, what else has he done?
Yeah.
Whoa, you can't kill potato people.
I've
Whoa.
watched Paladrima play this a few times, actually.
Yeah.
I have no idea how the game works, but I've seen him play it, and he's quite
What
good.
is going on in this one? This is crazy. It's
It
like a
looks like
flying
this game
bear.
this game looks crazy. It looks like a lot of fun, but there's so much zany stuff going on.
Speaking of zany stuff, and this game looks crazy, you
Yeah.
should go watch Tampa's test of this. Because
Huh?
I think he finished it a few weeks ago. I think we mentioned it even.
I think we've mentioned it many times.
You should go do it anyways.
Yeah, why the hell not?
Yeah. Any task by Tampa, you should watch it.
Yep, including the Lawnmower Man.
Oh wow, well done you.
Thanks.
Put it out. Look at that lighting. So yeah, I mean, all I can compare this to is Link's Awakening, the time that might give you. But as you may have noticed, they're two different games,
Yeah,
so
they're
I'm not sure that
completely-
would help very much. So
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
remember asking EXO if they had similar engines because they were both Game Boy Zelda
did,
games, and
yeah.
he just laughed at me. Made me feel really sad.
yeah, well, I mean, it looks pretty tight so far from what I've seen. So
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah, it
I'm
looks
sure
like
it's pretty good. The Then what's next? Here we go. Speaking of EXO, Ninja Gaiden 1. Any percent
EXO.
1208 by EXO, of course, which beats. As you may remember, Sinister was talking the other week about how there may be faster times for this game, but we don't have any proof of them. And the Hotarubi was his example. And turns out we don't need proof for that run because nobody cares anymore because this one's faster.
It's either
1
faster
second something like that?
or it's either faster or it ties.
Or it
Yeah,
ties.
not
it's
really
really
sure.
close. It's,
So,
Like we were watching EXO do this yesterday, I think it was, and
oh, it does tie. Who lied to me then? Well, who said this is a second faster?
no, I think it is. It's either a second faster or it's a tie.
People are saying
yeah,
it
we're not
ties, so.
we're not sure because like a lot of us thought there was 1209 that Hotarubi had. So EXO got this 1208, and we're like, "Yay, record!"
Oh.
And he's like, "I don't know, maybe." Like, what? How? What do you mean you don't know? But Hotarubi doesn't have a video available, anyways. So this
This is
is
the fastest one you can see.
We have a
Yeah.
video.
the
Uh-huh.
fastest recorded run,
Yeah.
and EXO was like way ahead of this pace on several runs, and he got trolled so hard by the final boss.
Yeah. Well, the final boss is just luck, isn't it?
Yeah, like he spews out that random blob garbage, and like if you get a bad pattern for that stuff, you just can't do anything.
I'm enjoying how much of this video is him doing the super slash and killing things.
I know. I like all those 1 second boss fights. I had to
Yeah.
do all those because those are the best. I also like how he hops on top of this guy after he kills him too. That's
Yeah,
pretty good.
Nice. Yeah, this is the last boss. You just sort of have to do this and
you just gotta take it.
hope he doesn't
He,
kill
like, he
you.
almost died there too, and that was one of the better patterns that boss
Yeah,
gave
look at
him.
him. 1 life left.
Take that.
So yeah,
escape.
that's definitely not the last we'll see of this game from EXO. This was just a warm up.
Yeah. So that's battle with Japan continuing. EXO fighting on. I suppose ZFG's beating Japanese people, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in
But now-
he's Western, isn't he? Well, his name's like Zelda Freak God or something like that, right? You remember that? Anyone remember what it is?
Zelda Freak Glitcha, actually.
Oh, Freak Glitcher.
Ah.
Sorry, there you go. Actually, I just realised. So we had Cypher took the record from a Japanese person. ZFG didn't, but he's sort of keeping it away from them. Yeah, we're doing pretty well this week until Apescape record. So my show, so I can talk about Apescape if I want. Any percent. This is 5722, which I think is the first sub 58 by, of course, Chestnut Sushi C. No, Sea
That's
Urchin.
that sushi sea. That's
Yep.
right.
So the significance of this run is that it beats the segmented run that someone did. Now that segmented run was only 4 segments, so it's not like it was crazy.
Oh.
But it-
Extremely sick.
It's beats.
It's like they accidentally hit the reset button and decided to segment it.
So yeah, it literally beats. Well, that's it. Yeah, it beats a segmented time, so that's pretty good. So that's getting pretty optimized now, I guess. Like 5722. I don't know. I haven't found the video. I might find it and watch it, but I'm going to assume he just doesn't screw up any of the tricks. I mean, I don't really know.
It did cut the arbitrary time threshold.
Oh, the sub 5730. Yes.
Yeah.
That's means it's a top run, so that's pretty cool. Hopefully the Western guys will get back into that again and we can sort of drive that time down, but, you know, we'll see. I think Apescape's on this list, right? No, it's not. So. I'm distracted by our list. Yeah. And then what's next? What do we got? Nez, can you... Yeah, you're an
Yeah.
this game now.
And
I can-
and Duckfist, can you play this? Can you play this video for us so we can actually see?
Yeah. You could play this whole video.
Yeah, the whole thing
So
will
good.
be as a highlight, basically.
Alright. So, Mug was the one who did the task of this video. Super Mario Land 2 in 3 minutes 42 due to a crazy glitch. It's probably the funniest task I've ever seen.
Yeah.
By the
Basically,
way, you might want to link him the video so he could
Yeah,
play.
I'm looking for the link right now.
Okay, I was going to say.
I've got it right here.
Okay.
so kind of what happens is he beats the intro level, and then he goes to Pumpkin Zone, beats one level, and he goes back into the level, and while he's going into a pipe, he starts selects, and gets out of the level, and somehow this brings him out of bounds into a completely glitch-looking level. But what those glitches and blocks are is that, like, literally the memory of the game. You run around through the memory and try to navigate through a bunch of blocks and
Yeah.
messed up tiles. So there's a block in there that represents the credits. You find the credits and you break the block that's the credits. You get out of the level and then you beat the game.
And
Yeah.
he did this in real time.
Yes,
Yeah,
he
this
did.
is a real-time run. I had no
Oh.
idea this could be done in real time.
Because I've watched
Okay.
this task and I was like, I don't
Yeah.
even get it. I didn't realize that he's running around in the memory. That's absolutely
Yeah, it's
incredible.
actually the memory. Every block you break could have disastrous consequences for you.
I'm sure if you did this incorrectly, you could probably completely ruin your cart.
Yeah.
Because this was one of the games I had as a kid, and when I found out, I saw the task, I was like, oh, this could be fun. And I watched it and I was like, well, this... okay.
It's so good.
Doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever. But...
Right,
Yeah,
it looks pretty
so-
normal so far, but
Yeah, you get 2 levels of normal. This one and the next one.
I remembered this map, I was like, oh yeah.
Giant turtle.
It's like, what? He's not going to the first level. It's where is he going?
Well, he's not doing the tree zone. The tree zone
No.
is the easy zone.
I like that pumpkin zone is actually a zone.
Pumpkin Zone is a good zone.
I see, when I look at speedruns of games I played as a kid, I always remember the one speed trick I found, and I was like, hey, I wonder if that's in the game. And I realized that it was terrible.
Yeah.
When I was watching
Yeah.
this task, I was like, hey, maybe he does the hippo trick with the bubble, where he just flies over the whole level. And then I watched it, and I was like, oh, no.
They don't go to
I'll
that
just
level.
pretend I guessed.
So, yeah, the fact that he did this, because I know what happens, we're going to leave this running while we talk about other games, but the fact that he did this in real time is
Sure.
absolutely obscene.
Well, it's the
Yeah.
fun part is about to come.
oh, here it is. I want to see it.
Yeah. So he's going in this pipe and he starts the legs. And then he
What?
falls down
Yeah.
into this humongous mess. That's all you can say. It's a humongous mess.
Yeah.
And it seems like just going down pipes and scrolling the screen over is an enormous struggle.
Yeah. it's the greatest thing ever. This is the best run in history. We're
You,
trying to
like-
figure out if he did this on on actual hardware, if this was emulated, because it says he's using the Super Game Boy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and I don't know why you'd ever emulate with the Super Game Boy instead of just an emulator. But yeah, I saw that he had a run that was 9 minutes and something, and I was like, wow, that's really
Yeah.
cool. I didn't know you could do the glitch in real time. And then I woke up and saw this, and I was like, what?
Yeah. Yeah, it said on his stream it's going for 5 minutes or so, and then he gets this run.
So good. Does he, can he get to an Awesome Games done quick to do this?
I don't know, he
I
was
think-
in Germany, I think?
That's no obstacle.
Yeah, he's German.
He's German.
Oh.
Well, we need to get him, he can come with me, I don't care. This needs to be done live.
Yes.
I
Anyway,
agree.
so
I
that,
think-
yeah.
8
No,
carts.
someone
in
needs to spare an extra cart and do the run, and then do it wrong and see if you can break
Yeah.
the cart.
Just go down there and crush everything.
See what happens. Like,
Here it is. Blammo.
That's the credits block, is it?
yeah, and it plays the Pumpkin Zone music. As
Yeah,
you
there you go, yeah.
do the credits.
Just the most depressing credits theme ever.
Oh, man. That... Okay. But yeah, I didn't... now that I know what he's doing in that zone, makes it all the sweeter. Alright, let's roll on to a different run entirely. Who knows about this one?
I know
These
somewhat
it?
about it.
are-
Harvest Moon. Okay. This run, done by Crystal, 4358. And there's actually route planning to this game. Believe it or not. It's more than just going to sleep.
Gosh. Really?
Yeah. It's
You gotta eat, too.
yeah. Yeah, there's like 95% going to sleep. But like, I think Crystal can correct me or not. I think on her route, it's like every time there's a storm, she goes and breaks all of her fence and skips some text or something. I'm not really familiar with it, but it's really cool. You should watch it in its entirety. I know Garrison is working on some new experimental routes, trying to beat it.
Does it
So
have a? Does it have a scene like at the end of the Annie's run, where the mayor brings you out to look over your farm? You're just
I
like,
don't think
yeah, wow.
That's the
What have
best
you done?
ending.
What have you done for 2 years?
Look
How
at how
are you
all your
not
hard
dead?
work has paid off.
How are you not dead? Alright, so there you go. Another great Harvest Moon run done. We're skipping this one. Skyward Sword, another one of those fangled Zelda games. Was that 3 games this week?
3 Zelda games.
3 Zelda games. So that's any single segment resets in 5 hours 39 by Paraxade. I like that someone put hours in brackets here.
Yeah,
This is
'cause
a
you never
Zelda
know.
game. We don't
You
know.
never know.
It might be
Is it
minutes.
5 minutes?
But,
Yeah, right.
that's by Paraxade. He said there's about 4.5 minutes of mistakes, which, you know, I don't know. Paraxade's a pretty good runner. He's got some
Yeah.
awesome runs out.
That's pretty good for 5.5 hours. To
Yeah.
only do
Yeah.
that much mistake.
That is
Yeah.
pretty good. So, yeah, I mean, I know nothing about Skyward Sword, so...
Now, when my buddy was in town for Hot Dog Day, whenever that was, last week I guess.
Yeah.
We were watching Parak stream for a bit, and he's played Skyward Sword, and he's like, "Wait, what's he doing right now?" And he does this cool glitch. I don't know how it works, but he resets and then like controls the demo and kills himself or something strange.
Yeah, the
And,
back in time glitch.
Yeah, that's it. And then like the next time he started up his file, my friend was like, "Wait, this is like 3 dungeons ahead of where he just was."
Wait, which is Skyward Sword the most recent one, or is it the one before?
That's the most recent.
Most
Right.
recent.
Right, okay. So it has the bits where you're flying on the birds and that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All I've seen of this run is Cosmo played through it's hero mode or something, the second,
Mhm. Yeah.
and he played it through after beating the first time, in however long it took, and it took him like, I don't know, 15 hours, 20 hours, something like that, and people in his chat were like, "What? Why is it taking you so long?" And I was like, "What? The game's been out for like 5 days. What are you doing?" I just assumed
Yeah.
Cosmo could just break it and speedrun every Zelda game overnight.
Well, yeah.
Well, which he could, but anyway. And then finally, Dark Souls, any percent single segment. Thanatos, he's a Western guy, isn't he? Did he do the Demon Souls read-run as well?
Yeah, he did.
So, I want to say he's Mexican, but I may have made that up. Either way, he's Mexican now, so I'm sorry if you're not.
It's an honorary.
It's a 34:30 real time or 32:49 game time, which, as far as I know of this run, is basically you speed through half the game, and then there's this huge skip glitch that skips you right to the last boss. Something along those lines, and I'm pretty sure that's what he did. I imagine so.
Sounds about right.
Because I remember watching a video on YouTube of a Japanese guy who was playing through the first part of the game really well, and then he did this glitch, and all the comments were people being mad. They were like, "Why would you ruin your brilliant opening play with this stupid glitch?" And I was like, "Huh?"
That's what you're supposed to do.
They were getting really angry at him because he did this glitch. Like, I don't know. Either way, I don't actually know how low this game could go. He says sub 34 is possible. Honestly, I've got no clue. I know Demon Souls was about 59 minutes, and that didn't have a huge glitch, so... Either way, pretty cool. Dark Souls run. Who told you about this, PJ?
Wait,
What?
Samurai
Tell me about what?
Man says Oracle Ages record?
No, there's no list. We're at
No.
the end of our list. Our list's done now.
I
Yo,
don't think we've got
So-
it on the list.
Just to
Well, we
say,
can put it in
remember,
next week.
if you do have a record you want on the list, just contact one of us in IRC or our Twitch page or PM us on SDA or anywhere you find us, and just tell us about it. Maybe link us a video with some highlights and we can throw it on the show. We'll put it in the list. Obviously, there's a lot
highlight your
of
run and save it.
Yeah, I mean, how many of these were people told about? I found about the Ape Escape one. Generally, we have to be told if there's a run on there. We can't find every single run on the internet.
Yeah, I was told about a lot of these.
So, I mean, if you wanna, if you want it on, you got to tell us, because otherwise we won't know. So yeah, just message us, all that sort of thing, and we can put it on next week. So it's not a big deal. Anyway, let's roll into news. We gotta plug the big push. But yeah,
I think this is the last big push of April.
Wow, gosh.
I think.
Actually,
I don't think
we
there's
sure?
any more pushing.
I think we got. I thought there was one more that we're going a bit into May, aren't we? I don't know, but
I'm not sure.
either way, SDA is churning out all the streams, all the all the runs. Loads have gone up.
Mm-hmm.
There's been a Pokemon Yellow one's gone up. Metroid Prime PAL's gone up. The there was another one I was interested in. Oh, the Mega
Breakfast
Man
Brawl?
X, the 100% went up. No, not Breakfast Brawl. DuckTales went up as well.
DuckTales was pretty good.
So I mean, there's a whole load of them up there. Check them out. I think maybe we got one more of the big push left. I don't really know.
There's also been a big push in the back end, if you know what I mean. Yeah, they're trying to round up all the runs that that are in the process of being submitted. So it's good to see that more pushing is going on at all levels in all areas.
And it's all big, right?
All big pushing in the back
Big
end.
pushing.
Weren't we above like 90 in that runs needing verification thread?
I don't
That's
know.
a lot.
I was meant to help out and say I could do near, but I haven't.
Good job.
No. Yeah. I even told OmniGamer that I was going to do it, and I haven't done it. So that's how it works. Then SMRPG Marathon. We talked a bit about that. Cypher finished his thing. He beat his time by a second. So how many hours did he play?
A lot.
Like, what was 32? Well, 16 times 4, right? So 64 odd hours, something like that.
Not that much, I
Maybe a
don't
bit
think.
less than that, actually. I don't know.
Played-
Probably,
he
maybe
played,
more like 10 a day.
10 a day.
Yeah.
And so yeah, he did that. He got a bunch of cash. I think last I saw he got $640. But
Yes.
didn't his chip in break?
It broke the entire time. It always said 0.
Yeah, it was at 0 until like the last day, and then I was like, surprise,
Yeah.
here it is.
Yeah.
It was one person. And the last day gave all the money.
And then we got Summer Games Done Quick's coming up. It's actually less than a month away now.
Yeah,
So
it's
it's
coming up fast.
24th starts on a Thursday of May and runs until the 29th. Just so you guys know, we're going to be taking that weekend off this show. And probably
We don't want to steal all the viewers away.
Exactly. We're probably going to take the
Right,
weekend
we won't be
afterwards
broad-
off as well.
I will
We
be
could just
playing
do-
Zelda 2 at the time, so
Yeah.
I won't be...
Yeah,
so
we can
can't
do it
actually
live
show.
during...
Did they actually put you in the block that we would use up so that we
Not
wouldn't do the
part
show?
of it. Yeah, probably intentionally. I'm
God damn it,
assuming.
we're doing the show now.
Yeah,
How
that's
dare
it.
you?
Do it live.
That's going to be the Ocarina of Time episode.
Yeah. Yeah. With Cosmo Runner Guy,
Yeah.
ZFG, Fino, and a bunch of Japanese runners with translators.
And President Obama.
So Nez, you're going to be there, right? You better be. I paid money for you to go.
I am going to be there running Mario Land right before Feasible Super Mario World.
Oh, how
And-
exciting is that?
Oh, it's so good.
That's gonna
And
be the
I'm
only
going
run I can watch.
to... I'm gonna kick Kirky's ass at Bomberman Hero.
Damn right.
Ouch.
That's gonna happen. He is going down.
Fiesel's going to be doing... Go on, Fiesel, list off your...
What am I doing?
Yeah. What runs?
Super Mario World. That's
Yeah.
right. And
When you
Zelda
doing-
2.
You doing all Switches? Or
No Star World.
no Star World?
Okay.
Oh, and no Cape. Or is
Well,
no Cape going
assuming
to
that
donation?
people donate.
Yeah, yeah.
People better donate for that.
No dash
Because
button.
you want to see it no cape. You don't want to see me flying all over everything. That's boring.
do. I like that. I like
you-
it much better. But anyway, so and you got Legacy the Wizard as well,
Yeah, Racing Legacy the Wizard. That's
and
that's-
Rygar, of course. That's the other
And
one.
then of course Rygar. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
That's I believe is moved so that it's going to be right after Darkwing and I do our Zeldas, and we're going to face off. It'll be
And
fun.
I'll be hanging out probably a bit, watching some, and making sure that Typing of the Dead happens.
Typing of the Dead.
That
Oh,
needs
yeah.
to happen. Peach is going to be there. That game needs to be run.
Yes.
I must hurry. Just the voice
And then,
acting.
then
James.
Cool Kid is gonna run 70 hours of whatever he wants for the rest of the marathon.
Cool Kid,
Yeah.
are you going to the Swedish one?
I'm not.
You're not. Oh,
You're not?
Oh, that's too bad.
Cool
suck.
Kid could do an entire marathon by himself.
Yeah, you get your own marathon.
And here's Cool Kid with entire NES library.
You could do all the Mega Man games and beat Rom's time by like 10 hours.
Yeah, I was actually sort of working on the Mega Man 1 through 6 single segment, but I haven't been playing some of the Mega Mans as of late, so
You're still working on X2 or 3 or whichever you're doing.
not really. I just like RTM for fun, I guess. I'm not going for any records or good times.
Fair enough.
Are you ever gonna do a Mega Man 1 for submission?
I might if I can get my hands on like NTSC, NES and games.
Need that stuff. Need that equipment.
Pretty sure all you have to do is ask, and like 20 people would send theirs over with their panties.
a phone number.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is ask, baby. That's it. Under submission, someone's written Bayonetta, so Bayonetta's in submission now. So if you're one of the following people, Mythical, BML, Fake Master, go verify it for me, because I know you'll say yes. If you're worse than me at the game, go verify it for me. That would be great.
Alright, we'll do.
Yep. It doesn't matter who it is, and just tell me as well. I know it's meant to be anonymous, but come on, man. Come on. I'll give you a nice shout out on the show. But yeah, someone else wrote that. I didn't put that in there. Tassis. We got DKC2 102% in 121.31.88 by Comical Flop, Duty, and NXCY. That guy. He
Yep.
does Yoshi's Island.
Island, yeah.
So
I haven't
that's-
seen this task yet, but I really want to.
Yeah, interesting thing about it is it actually uses the Crim Coin glitch. Or not glitch, it's a code to get all of the coins. Even though it doesn't, like, you would think that would skip doing all the bonuses like a cheat, but it doesn't give you any %, so you actually have to play all the bonuses anyway. The only thing it skips is a reset after a K-Rool fight.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
121. So I'm guessing it's just like really optimized. It's nothing, obviously nothing crazy in it, or comparatively crazy, because the real-time runs aren't that much further off than that.
Isn't that like game time though? Like the real time runs? I'm not sure.
I think that is real-time, isn't it?
This is real time. Yeah.
Yeah.
The 121.31 is real time.
Oh, it's about 10 minutes faster than the no one. Never mind. I'm confusing myself. So yeah, I mean, NXCY is really good task stuff in Yoshi's Island, so I assume that's going to be a top run. There's 4 people doing it, so go check that one out. Probably be... Actually, I might have to watch that too.
Yeah, the old run was really good.
And then as far as races goes, we're getting some more scheduled races moving about. So a link to the past any % is running... Is this every Sunday, Fiesel? Or
Every Sunday, 3 p.m.
EST, so 8 p.m. GMT, 9 p.m.
Swedish time.
Central European time, yeah. And then Metroid any % are going to be Friday nights at midnight EST, or that's pretty brutal. But I don't think there's many European runners anyway, are there? For that.
It kind of is made for the Japanese players in the
Yeah.
afternoon so they can participate.
Yeah. And I know also Thursday night's now Symphony of the Night night. Or Symphony of Thursday night, I know, as well. I guess Friday night bingo's still going.
There's Saturday night.
Oh, Saturday night bingo now.
Saturday night.
Alright. So yeah, I think we're done with speedrun news. Good job, guys. Only 20 minutes over split.
Well done.
Very well. Very good.
Sorry.
Thank you. I
Oh,
take credit.
wait, wasn't Fusiana, was that a world record or not? It wasn't, was it? Never mind.
Nah.
Anyway.
The 32, yeah.
Do we want to do this filler at the end again? Or do we want to do it?
Okay. We don't need to. We can do it now.
Let's do it now. Okay, go on, Nez. I'm guessing you wrote the first bit.
No, this is me versus
this
Ness.
is you. Okay, go on.
You got some splaining to do, mister.
Alright. I
So-
will give you... Okay, you can set up, and I will explain.
Okay, good. So, in AGDQ, right, I was back in the New York room, looking for stuff to do, and so I decided to play Wiz. And I don't even think anybody was there watching. It was just like me playing Wiz. And Twig and Ness Kamikaze walk in. They're like, "Oh man, what's this game? It looks pretty awesome." They're like, "Oh, this is Wiz for Super Nintendo." They're like, "Dude, we gotta race this. This looks great." They're like, "Yeah, you should make it like the next big thing at SRL. It'll be a blast, and then it can get around." And you two were like super excited about it and leading me on. And then AGDQ ends. I check the game list. Not there. Race history, nope. It's not mentioned anywhere. Just straight up lied to my face.
Alright.
Wiz
That is
just-
monstrous.
Alright. My defense... I did play the game. I actually went home and played it. And then...
So
I
what
don't
you're
know.
saying is you were gonna cheat at the blind race.
What? I never said it was a blind race. Oh, someone's echoing.
Yeah.
That's
So,
fine.
Right.
And then... And I was gonna make people play it for my next round robin game, and then when they said that dying at 2-3 and being sent back to 2-1 is too much of a death consequence for a blind race, so you can't do it.
Not
And
man
so-
enough is all I'm hearing.
Yeah. This was my game of choice, so they wouldn't do it because of the consequence. So,
I need some names.
I don't remember. Everyone who did round robin races, there's a bunch of them.
I was really looking forward to seeing a run of this game.
Yeah.
And even Dram, I don't know if Dram is here right now. I probably already destroyed him out of rage. But he was playing SMW one day, and he's like, "Alright, I'm done with this. PJ, what's your favorite game? I'll play that for a bit." And I was like, "Well, you don't want to play my favorite game, but you can play Wiz." He's like, "Okay," so we played it, and he gave me the same routine. He's like, "Oh, this game's so sweet, I gotta totally work on this," and then that was it, the end of it. So I was forced to do a run of it. And now it's stuck in verification hell.
The first time I played that game, I did that glitch where you, like, go on the moving platform and get, like, off-centered on the screen and can't know where you're going.
Yes.
And I did it, like, 3 times in a row on that level on accident.
Yeah, all you have to do is jump.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
So anyways, you should finally beat it and then verify it.
Alright,
That will
I'll
be
give it
kind
a
of-
shot.
So wait, wasn't that the run you did in the first episode? Wiz was mentioned.
First episode?
Maybe it was the second that you said you broke the Wiz record because we didn't believe it happened.
I don't know.
You
I
finished a run.
Do.
I recall us all being like surprised that it didn't look awful.
It was a month ago, March 4th. I finished it.
Gosh.
So whatever episode that would have been.
Yeah, Flick, you're way off.
Yeah, that was the third episode. You weren't even close.
That's almost like if you sort of like bend a 1 a bit, if you punch it in the middle and like above the middle, that's like a 3.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see
Not
that.
as violent
Fair
as me, that's all.
Yeah.
And then Cool Kid's gonna do some Swedish poetry for us.
Oh, should I?
Yeah.
Yeah, read us a poem.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
I'm that
Swedish?
guy. There was the Nobel Prize winner for literature was Swedish recently. Oh, you've already got a poem. Done.
Right.
Okay, you've got to read this in a good voice too. You can't just read it normally.
Well, he's gonna do it in Swedish, isn't he?
Well, yeah, but not like a normal Swedish. He's got to be like a narrator almost.
Whoa, Fiesel's already got it here.
Yeah, he's quick.
Thank you, Fiesel.
They're like-
So, shall I start?
Yes, go on.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okej. Det är vackrast när det skymmer, all den kärlek himlen rymmer, ligger samlad ut i ett dunkelt ljus över jorden, över markens hus. Allt är ömhet, allt är smekt av händer. Herren själv utplånar fjärran stränder. Allt är nära, allt är långt ifrån. Allt är givet, människan som lån. Allt är mitt och allt ska tagas från mig. Inom kort ska allting tagas från mig. Träden, molnen, marken där jag går. Jag ska vandra ensam utan spår.
Wow. Wow.
Thank you.
That was... I mean, at first, it sounded like you were going to summon something from the nether realm. But then, like... Oh, so, Visa, where did you find that?
The internet?
Did you just search Swedish poem?
Yeah, you search for Swedish poetry, you find all kinds
So,
of
you
things.
want to sum
Do we
that
know
up?
what it means?
Yeah,
It's
can
probably
you-
just like a really erotic poem.
Can you
I
sum
think
that up for us, cool kid, or is it
Probably like a
Do you
cookie
have to know-
recipe.
is it untranslatable and you have to know Swedish to understand?
Yeah,
You have to-
you have to know Swedish.
have to know Swedish. Okay, well that's a shame. But thank you very much. That was surprisingly beautiful.
You may have just made your way into the show title.
Yeah, probably.
Unlike the Link to the Past clowns, can provide us with one.
The unnamed episode.
Well, we were going to go back and watch it, but none of us could be bothered. So. Either way, that was great. So now, without further ado, let's get on to our fucking games of the week. We're going to start off with The Great Gatsby. So Nez, take the floor. Go on, buddy.
Alright, so The Great Gatsby is actually what brought me to Speedruns Live. A little after I found the SDA IRC server, Ring Rush was talking about this game in there. I guess it had just come out, and actually speed tricks for it, and then he linked it to me, and I tried it, and I was like, this is really cool. I was like, do you want to race it? I was like, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. What do you mean race it? And so he showed me to Speedruns Live, and we started racing Gatsby a lot. And we kind of pissed off the people in the server, because originally, on the old race bot, you could only have one race started at a time. So in the process of getting ready, no one else could start a race. And then we'd finish in 5 minutes, and then start another one, and they couldn't start a race until we were done starting it. And there was a .recent command that would show you the most recent races, and it'd be completely filled with Gatsby. What the hell? And there's no one raced any good games lately. So
Man,
that's kind of my history with Gatsby.
So,
And
game
When
that
you-
brought you to SRL, that's
yeah.
Yeah,
When
I
you
didn't know that.
when you started running Gatsby, did you think that it might be the springboard to such a lofty heights of being top 5 of the leaderboards?
I thought so.
Yeah, you probably
It's
did.
a very skill-intensive game.
Mm.
3 minutes of straight action.
of pure fury.
Yes. Of hat-throwing intensity.
That's a hat. I thought it was a taco that he throws.
No, that is definitely his hat.
No, it says taco here.
It's a taco,
It
actually.
says taco right here.
Taco.
I'm
Yeah,
reading
you
it.
duck.
Doesn't look like
So-
a very tasty taco.
Well, does any taco look tasty when you
Yes.
really
Yes.
think about it?
Very. Yes.
Yeah, that's true. They do. Either way, move on to the second bullet point, Ness, because I love this.
Okay, if you go onto GreatGatsbyGame.com and you read the About History, it tells you a fake background of the game, where the guy who made it says he found the game at a garage sale for 50 cents and bought it, and after dusting off his Nintendo for 20 minutes, he got it to work, and that it's an unreleased localization of a Japanese game called Doki Doki Toshoken Gatsby no Monogatari.
It was at that point that I knew it was a hoax. They actually had me up to that before then.
Yeah, it sounded like a real thing. and then,
They
and
even
he
have
had-
the picture of the cart, of what the cart looks like, with the little sticky label on it that says Gatsby.
Yeah. And they have a couple pages that were apparently torn out of the manual, and they're really good.
Yeah, the manual pages are good. Yeah, there's the cart.
Nice,
man.
nice, good job.
Yes.
They're authentic. And then the manual pages are great to see, too.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's some fantastic artwork of Gatsby fighting the glasses.
Right.
The glasses.
It's really the central metaphor of the book, so it makes sense that, you know, it'd be the most badass boss.
By the way, if you've ever read the book, undo reading the book, because it's just terrible. Maybe the worst book I've ever read.
I read the book and I remember nothing except the guy's name. Both of
Yeah.
the guys' names.
Was it Gatsby?
It was one of them.
We can't tell you.
The Great
Doesn't
Gay
it?
Gatsby.
Effect.
It
Am I the only one
sounds-
who actually liked it?
I've
I
never
liked it
read
at
the
time,
book.
but apparently I didn't because I don't remember anything about it.
We don't
Yeah.
we don't read The Great Gatsby in England. We read English authors generally.
Right, but you don't need to read The Great Gatsby anymore, so if anyone has a book report that needs to be done on
Just play the game, it'll tell
Play
you
the game.
everything.
Yeah.
watch the cutscenes, they're very informative. Talk to everyone, read the text.
The Great Gatsby makes me think of a guy in a suit with a shirt flying through brightly coloured, interesting landscapes, throwing his hat or taco at things, and then fighting glasses, which doesn't happen in the book, right?
That was
Sure
the
does.
I'm not sure. I'm just going from what I've read about the book.
No, it's in the book.
All right, okay.
Yeah.
So carry on, Nez. You got the floor here because none of us can pretend to know as much about this game as you do.
Alright. We have the video of the run, or a brief highlight selection from the run, consisting of the
Brief
entire
highlight.
run,
consisting of yeah.
Yeah.
and I can explain how to play it as it goes. And basically, if you watch this run and then try it a few times, you'll probably come pretty close.
Yeah, everything that you see in this run is pretty doable. There's
Yeah.
not a lot of tech.
Whoa, you're just setting yourself up for failure. You know Cool Kid is in this call, right?
So's Feasel, man. This
Alright.
might not be an actual NES game, but it's close enough.
There was a sequence break right there. If you jump over that guy, you don't have to talk to him and waste a couple seconds. That's pretty cool. And the basic strategy of this game is throw your hat wherever you go, all the time. Keep throwing your hat, and don't get hit. And if you take damage, that's fine. Just keep running and gathering health.
It's got a fairly long invulnerability period after you take damage, so you can really use that
Yeah.
there.
Okay, sometimes if
This
you're
is
really
quite the
lucky,
game.
the timer will end at 2:52, even if you go at the exact same speed. I don't know how it works, but it's at the same time real time, but the timer is different.
Hmm.
The
I
train,
didn't even know there was a timer.
yeah.
The train level is actually kind of hard.
Yeah, it is.
It's probably the hardest one.
You could game over on the train level your first time playing through.
Wait,
The
Feasel, have
birds
you
are
actually
first.
played this?
Yeah, I used to have a pretty good time on SRL, but I've since been surpassed by a lot of
Yeah.
people. By a few
Huh.
people.
Yeah, this level is 1 second slow. You can finish at 269, but I waited too long on the two guys. And as you can see, this is a very difficult boss.
Yeah.
You run
So-
back and...
Are there ways to do them faster, like taking damage and like hitting them multiple times per jump?
No,
You-
he's got invulnerability time.
Oh, he does? Oh, okay.
Yeah. Alright, level 3 has a really cool break in it.
Level 3's got a sequence break?
Yeah, it
Oh,
does.
Oh my
You
God.
jump off of some like normally, in like near the end of 3-1, you go around and then you get on a fire hydrant and go back on a platform and jump around to get up. but you can, like, off the very edge of something, you jump over it, and then you just skip the climbing up part.
Wow, so it's worth it to talk to that lady rather than
Yeah.
just taking the lower route?
Because use that trick.
Yeah.
This part is actually pretty hard too. It has some precise jumps in getting through the gators. Cube Mario, please do not insult me with your bad opinion. This is a great game.
Look at it, it's like Rygar but faster.
Yeah.
That's pretty valid. He's got the same weapon.
Yeah,
Hat. It's just not connected by a string in this game.
it just comes back anyway.
Yeah.
It's pretty much the same, so...
Yeah. The final level, level 4, the final level, these crabs are, like, really inconsistent. And, like, sometimes you throw, and you just, like, throw over them. See, there's one right there I threw at him, and it just didn't hit him. Also, the green light, you would think you need to touch it, but you just need to get to that part of the screen, so you can jump past it and hit the bottom, and it counts. And
Hidden
that
tech.
can maybe cut 1 or 2 seconds off of this time, but it's pretty good.
So that's it? You don't have a final boss?
Nope.
No,
That
that is
my
just
final boss. You gotta get to it.
this
Wow.
really short level too.
So, just a question about this run, if you don't
Uh-huh.
mind. Is the original Doki Doki Toshoken Gatsby no Monogatari faster than this because it's Japanese text?
No, because text goes at a block at a time, and if there's the same amount of blocks.
Ah, right. So, alright, is there any last things? I mean, there's some tricks in that here.
There
General
was a
techniques there.
general techniques is get all the health you can and just run through all of the enemies. Anything you can't hit with your hat without stopping, just take damage. It doesn't matter how much damage you take, as long as you keep collecting health, you'll be fine.
So that's really the trick. Just pick up lots of health and take damage.
Yeah. If you can keep the yellow hat, it carries on to the next level.
Sound
But-
compose.
Yellow
Music
hat, what's that?
compose.
Oh, the Super Gatsby power-up?
Yeah, how'd you just glaze over that? Super Gatsby?
Oh, if you get the... I think it's a yellow hat power that's like sitting in the air. You collect it and you turn golden, and then instead of having like a little wimpy circle hat, you can throw it like the length of the screen. And it actually, on 1, 2, I think, being able to throw that, there's guys that will throw shit at you, and by being able to throw across the screen, you can hit them before they get a chance to throw, and stop you from getting hit.
Because you throw the bottles.
Yeah, the bottle. Thank you for play. That is a great quote.
Yeah, they spell congratulations right though.
Yeah.
Oh, that's disappointing.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you for playing.
Congratulations. That's always my favourite. No, you get 1. Lots of kids have finished this game. So, so how do they learn this? Because I know a lot of people keen now want to learn it.
Watch this and then do it, and you have learned it.
So there's no Gatsby wiki or anything that's maintained, or
Oh, no. I've thought about it, but it would take too long to write.
yeah, there's a lot of wikis are hard work.
I'm very lazy.
Yeah.
So why isn't this raced anymore?
Everyone's scared of me.
Yeah, that's
The
the
real.
thing. This guy dominates.
But you
I
said
know.
there's 2 seconds of improvement.
I know.
Time. You can close that gap.
You don't know how hard that is.
All right. So what's your
So-
record? We need to records and runners. We skipped over that. Oh, and categories too.
My record is 310, which was this run. And I think Ringrush's record was 312. and then no one else is close.
Take that, Fizzle.
Yeah, I'm not close. It's not.
Not even close.
Not even
Not.
close.
So that's the runners, the two main runners, Ring Rush and you.
Yeah.
And so what are the categories as well?
The category is beat the game,
Mm-hmm.
and that's it.
Okay, so there's quite a bit of variety there.
Yes.
Maybe beat the game several times, if just beating it once
yeah.
isn't enough.
Have you done a 10 times Gatsby race?
We have not. I like the individual race.
Yeah.
There's been some sort of like controversy over short races on SRL. That
I mean, there's one person that gets really mad about it.
Right.
yeah, but basically the idea of it is on a game that has a lot like decent length and things to do in it. Racing a 2-minute goal in the game is just really, really dumb.
Yeah.
Right.
But a 3-minute race, that's the entire game.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Yeah,
you-
it's one thing to take a game that's like a normal sized game and just make a retardedly short goal for it just for the sake of it. I mean, that I can understand the objection to.
Like
Well,
a
I'm
first
not-
to Yoshi SMW race.
Yeah.
Yeah, first team. Exactly.
Yeah, or if
I've
it's a
seen
game,
the 10 times ones. They're alright.
yeah, or if it's a game that's like 30 seconds or a minute and has no substance at all, that's also like
I saw
Remember-
I saw the 10 times. Did anyone else see the 10 times got to burn the rope race?
yeah.
Because one person was 30 seconds behind, which is a whole run of that game.
Right.
I don't know what they did. But
And
did they miss one run or? Oh, hang on. Is this some shots of the manual here?
yes,
Yeah,
this is
yeah,
the
the
ma-
manual. You can zoom. Yeah. Might want to, if we can zoom in, that might help too.
it'll tell
So-
you.
Gosh,
These
not,
are neat little descriptions.
not the Dutch man.
If not, it's cool.
Boxcar Bill.
Boxcar Bill, I like that guy.
Crazy
brandishing a
tramp
candy cane?
rides the rail
I
at
don't even know what he's
these days.
Oh, he's got the hobo
He's
sack.
got
That's
he's
what
got
it
the
is.
sack, yeah.
Yeah.
What are those called?
What? A
Sack
bindle?
What?
The knapsacks on a stick thing.
Hobo
It's called
sack.
a bindle.
A bindle.
It has a real name.
That's it.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, it must do, right? Because, I mean, sack on a stick kind of sounds a bit not great. So,
Sure it does.
there you go. There's a bigger shot there. So, Nez, I mean, do you have any final words about Gatsby before we move on to our next game of the week?
If I can find a way to record better quality, I'll submit a run to SDA if I get like a 309. But
Awesome.
everyone should play it. It's really good.
Doesn't take long to learn.
And how
Yes.
can you get a hold of this game?
Go to greatgatsbygame.com and click on it and push enter to start the game. When I first saw this, I thought I was fooled and thought it was an actual NES game and looked for the ROM of it and couldn't find it.
I always just assumed it was. You know, so many NES games I had no idea about.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh,
Man, this dialogue.
dude, the cutscenes are so good.
They really
Like-
are. Don't skip the cutscenes like this guy does in his run.
Yeah, the first time you play it, you've got to watch all the cutscenes.
Good job, old sport.
Old sport. I'm gonna start
The
calling
guy-
everybody that.
Yeah.
The guy in the white suit is actually Gatsby. You are not Gatsby.
You're
Right, you're
Nick
Nick
Carraway,
Obviously.
according to the name.
Yeah.
So there you go. This is
Green light.
Oh.
starting to
That's
get
like-
worried. I'm kind of intrigued by the book now. Is it about supernatural and ghosts? Mysterious green light.
What does that green light mean? Is it real? Is it his imagination?
Who knows?
Just a metaphor?
That's a very comforting husband there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See, I
he's
love-
just looking at her crying.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, what are you doing? I'm trying to back out slowly across the back, and hopefully you don't see me and ask me to help you.
Now, that girl just said she's got to jump down the sewer to find a drink, and there was a martini right beneath her.
But
But
Gatsby
the best
was
part
gonna
is then you actually do jump down a sewer, and there's a speakeasy down there.
Oh.
Da-dum. Uh-oh.
Was that a joke? Are you sure?
It's
Huh?
Oh,
It's
man.
true.
Alright, okay.
Okay.
Let's move on.
Yeah.
So
Before I see another cutscene of someone standing on a ridge watching something.
since we've got 2 games of the week, you don't get a full bonus point if you break the record this week.
You have to
But
share.
we'll give you a solid half if
Yeah.
you beat the record.
So we're going to move on to Week of Garfield next. Cool Kid's going to take the floor, and if you have any questions, of course, about the games, feel free. We will have a question and answer section afterwards. So, Cool Kid, I know it's the moment you've been waiting for. Week of Garfield, let's go it.
Oh yeah, Week of Garfield. Unfortunately, it's Japanese. Well, it wasn't released in Japan due to copyright issues. The Garfield, trademark, I guess, in Europe and US. It was released in 1989 for the Famicom.
We have to verify this is actually true this time.
Yeah, this is a real game.
This
is somehow a game.
legitimately happened. This isn't the same Gatsby joke again. It is.
Oh no.
It was actually only released in Japan because they couldn't get the licensing rights for the West. Okay.
Yeah.
Garfield was really popular in Japan.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Okay then. Right. So carry on, Cool Kid.
So yeah, basically it's your, average NES side scroller, I guess. So basically the plot is that Odie has gone missing, and it's up to Garfield to find Odie, and he has to go through an entire week of levels in order to rescue Odie.
But doesn't Garfield hate Odie?
Yeah, what's John doing
does,
besides
huh?
letting bugs and birds into the kitchen?
Well, John, he gives you kind of like encouraging, words in between the levels.
But isn't one of the encouraging words what took you so long? It's not a very good friend.
Like he suggests that like you should hunt for Odie in downtown, and then the first day you appear in like a town, and it actually says like he he's a very helpful guy, so like I say, gives very encouraging words in 2 levels. But yeah, now like the main this game. You do have infinite amount of continues. If you die, you get to start out at the beginning of a day. And there are 9 stages. Both Saturday and Sunday have split up into 2 parts. So those 2 stages, so long days. Now the main what makes this game kind of difficult, not to only play casually, but to run, is that you have no invisibility period after getting hit, so you can basically get combo from
Oh no, we get combo.
Yes.
full health into
That
That's the
is
best
a-
feature of
That's
games.
incredible. I
It's
remember
Lagoon
reading.
style.
I remember reading about a guy moaning about the invincibility period and how you blink afterwards. And I'd like him to play a game without it.
Yes.
He can see how absolutely essential it is.
yeah, and there are it's called Laos, I don't know, flea. Yeah, if they manage to if you touch one of them, you get stunned. And you can get comboed to death by mice and birds and all sorts
Sounds
of
like Deadly
hazards.
Towers.
Yeah,
We're talking about
sort
Deadly
of.
Towers now, right?
Okay, hang on. Sorry, we've listed Deadly Towers and Lagoon in comparison with this game.
So it's an
It's
all-star.
it's
Yeah.
great.
This has got to be a
It's
classic.
fantastic.
Also,
Right.
isn't every power-up in this game invisible?
Yeah, oh yeah, that's a huge thing about the game, is that every power-up is invisible until Garfield's lower part of his sprite touches it. So you have to know exactly where pretty much every power-up and key is if you want to, speedrun the game. So yeah, definitely took some time to figure out like which items like are the most beneficial to pick up and such. Like the most powerful power up in the game for a speedrun is the speed boots. Now, speed boots increase your walk speed or running speed rather, so that you run twice as fast. So you want to pick up every pair of speed boots in the game. You also have a pair of sub-weapons. Default weapon is a quote from Wikipedia, a low Judo style kick. And you stand on his hind feet. Now, its default attack is rather weak, but it's quite effective against regular enemies, but not good against bosses, unfortunately. But you can pick up a bone, and the bone is like a straight throw, like it throws like straight ahead, like from his face. It hits enemies. And also if you pick up a bone, you gain 2 hit points of health back, which is kind of weird how he gains hit points from picking up bones. What do I know? You can also pick up a pie, and the pie... Oh yeah, you're going to say something?
I'm just stuck at low Judo style kick. Just carry on.
Also, you can pick up a pie, and the pie is most definitely the most powerful weapon in the game. It deals twice as much damage as any other weapon, and if it like hits the ground, like splits into like 4 parts, and you can hit enemies with that. And it's very powerful, especially against the bosses. Now,
Okay.
Yeah.
We need the video to start
It's
playing
coming
now.
up.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay, good. You can carry on. I just have to see this in motion myself. I could have researched the games of the week and watched both of them in about 15 minutes, but that was too much work for
You've
me.
never
so
seen this?
I've still not seen it, no.
Oh man.
Alright, so seeing you beginning from here, I'll pick up coffee in order to gain health. Now, well, actually there's a health glitch in this game where if you get down to 1 hit point and then pick up a rotten tuna, which reduces your hit points by 2, you gain full health, but it's kind of a hard trick to pull off. So I decided to pick up the coffee to gain my health. Pick up pie, pair of speed boots, and get the key here. Now you need to find a key to open a door. Like each level is divided into either 2 or 3 parts. By doors. So you need to pick up a key to open each of the doors.
And you just have to know where to jump to find that key. Okay.
So, are you attacking these enemies? It seems like you just automatically...
Yeah, that's the attack. There's no animation for his kick, pretty much. So you just running into enemies. But I actually do kick him, that's why I kill him, taking the damage. So it was a fairly good Monday.
What happened?
What do you mean what happened, John? Did you see your kitchen? It's full of animals.
John's never been the greatest human being, though. So.
Not the sharpest tag.
So the speed boots really do just increase your speed. They don't give you invincibility at all. Right?
No, you can pick up lasagna, which gives you invincibility.
Oh, okay.
So the speed boots and lasagna is very good combo since he has mowed through enemies.
Yeah.
Garfield does love that lasagna.
What's the last weapon? I might have missed it. After that pie?
Oh, that's like, I'm not sure what it is actually. That's like a buckshot, like a triple shot, like shotgun. Almost that's a very terrible.
Of course, it's a shotgun.
What item is it actually supposed to be? It looks like...
It's like
a
dental
cube?
floss.
I don't even know where you're looking to see this item.
No,
It's
in
in the
top
very
right
upper
corner,
right.
Yeah,
After
Oh,
pie.
And I'd like to give huge thanks to ACMLM, as Tasser, Tass, there's NES RPGs and Tetris games. He provided me with a script which would reveal where all of the items are, which help for some of the later levels in the game.
Oh, wow.
that must have been very helpful, because considering there's no clue as to where any of these things are.
Yeah,
Right.
it's actually kind of interesting how, I actually feel like the first, like up to Friday, I actually had like the most like optimal route, like pick up items without the script. Because I've been like jumping around the levels trying to find speed boots and other items.
So, what's the difference between running on all fours and...
It's he's like duck animation to run on
right.
enemies so that you don't get hit. Like those birds are very they can like kill you very quickly if you're not careful. So usually I prefer to kill them off quickly or just run past them. They're pretty much like the most dangerous enemy of the game, except for bosses.
Okay, so what is the current records for these? I think you've got it, right? I would assume you do.
Yeah, I assume this is the record. It's 11:55 without time. But yeah, I will be improving this run. Some of the later levels, especially Sunday Part 1, is kind of bad. But that level is really difficult to perform well in. So, but I'll definitely get back to this. But
Is the weapon a box of cat food?
It might be.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
It could
Sounds
be.
like
That would make sense, I
It looks
guess.
like a box with a little cat face on it, right?
There's like
Garfield
3
doesn't.
pixels that represent the detail on the front.
Yeah, Garfield doesn't eat his cat food, right? So
That's why he's throwing it.
yeah, so he's throwing it.
So
I
coming
think
up,
we solved the mystery.
coming up with first boss battle in the game on first day. Some random cat. I don't know, was it a cat? Yeah, he throws knives at you, but that was a good battle. So yeah, going to Friday, my hit points are good. I'm full health. Taking like a pretty solid run. Bones. Pick up some bones. I think I'll take coffee even though I don't need it.
I don't think I've ever seen a standard walk animation that looks this horrible before.
Oh, good.
I
know what
like
you're
how
talking
he's
Not
so
only
tall.
is it 2 frames of animation, but it's the fact that it's so slow.
Oh yeah, there was a good music glitch. I got the music glitch there. Now, sometimes random in the game, I don't know actually what causes it, but it's the most common cause is that you have lasagna, speed boots, you run into a spider, and the game kind of like it's glitchy graphics for a split second, and then the music changes to like a different level music. It's a really odd glitch. But it's not beneficial or like it doesn't hurt your time. It's just a funny glitch.
Okay, so who else runs this game then? I've seen it a bunch of races on SRL show up.
No one really runs it like this full game runs, as far as I know.
I saw you and Chum race this plus Zelda 2, which was, I thought, a hilarious pair.
That was a very good boss battle. That's very good. Yeah, that was a weird combo.
I enjoyed watching it, though.
I've seen a bunch of the multi-races are usually like a game and then a completely different game. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever. It's like, oh, what game can you run? Oh, I can run this. What about you? I can run this. Okay, how about we race both? Okay.
Evens out.
Right. Oh, the best is, right, Cool Kid does, he picks Week of Garfield, and Chum picks, Zelda 2, which is like 8 times as long as Week of Garfield. So, it's a little bit biased, but I appreciated that you guys were doing it, though.
Yeah, it was a fun race. Even though I had to forfeit because I had some issues with my Zelda 2 ROM in Palette 6. But yeah, Friday, no, this is Saturday, part 1.
Well, it's Saturday now.
Yeah, this is probably my favorite level in the game because there's so many like fun power-ups, especially like tons of speed boots. Like this level on Wednesday, they have like the most speed boots, amount of speed boots entire game. Makes it fun to run.
I like how tall Garfield is, and then when he walks on all fours, he's like way shorter than
Tiny,
that.
yeah, he gets really small when he crouches. Yeah.
Very good boss battle too. Like the boss battle in this run, battles were really good. Definitely better than average.
You're making them look just like the general enemies in the game.
Right,
No,
couldn't tell
I
that
remember
was a boss
watching
fight.
I remember watching you stream this once, and like you got to the boss fights, and I didn't even see what happened, but you lost your entire health bar.
Yeah, they can like kill you in one like projectile.
Yeah.
Get unlucky. So I'm very fortunate in this
So
one.
is this pretty much like there's
No, you'll
not
see,
much room for error for like damage-wise, right? So you took a tiny bit of damage then, but
Yeah, like especially at next level, you see Sunday Part 1 is very brutal. You can die very easily in that level. It's probably the hardest level in the game, I would say. There aren't very many power-ups like in lasagnas or speed boosts in that level as well. But yeah, Sunday Part 1, yeah.
No, go on. Go on.
No, Sunday Part 1, no, Part 2, I mean, is fairly easy stage. Actually, there's no boss in this stage, so you can just speed to the door.
Is this you speeding?
Yeah, no
Yes.
speed at the moment.
Shuffle.
Oh,
Then-
no. DLC died. It couldn't handle it.
Did I call it? Did I make a mistake?
Cool Kid, are you still working on your test for this game?
I haven't been
The end.
working on it as of late, but yeah, the Minion was here, I think. SMW cast. Yeah, him and I were working on like a sort of test this game, but we I don't know, kind of lost interest, I guess. But that's fine.
Because Tampa looks like he could take it on.
Yeah, Tampa can take anything on.
Yeah, he definitely could, I do think. I mean, I could provide some, basic strategies and such.
Just read him some poetry. He'll appreciate it even more. Alright, so, as far as I know, there's two categories, right? One's just a short race and one's the full race, right?
Yeah, I mean, no one has really been up to racing the full game as well, unfortunately, so we have mostly been doing short races. Mainly defeat Wednesday races. They are usually, for me, they're about 3 minutes long, but for a first-time player, it could take up to 40 minutes to beat Wednesday.
Okay, so just for the record, we're gonna find a different version of that video because it does actually just die there, so we're gonna try and...
Yeah, wait, I could upload it to YouTube. I could link it.
Yeah, I've got it here.
Yeah.
Okay,
got it.
Exactly.
So we're gonna finish it off. There's not much more left. So I mean, is this game like really hard?
It
Seems
may,
like
I
it's
don't know.
hard.
May look, I don't know if it looks easy
I know
or challenging, but yeah, it is
I
hard.
know you have to think of as a normal human being. You're gonna have to scale this down for our levels of what we find difficult and what you find difficult. But
Yeah, definitely is a difficult game.
yeah. So if you find it hard, we're screwed. Like I'm screwed. I
Yeah.
wouldn't be able to even.
Now, is there randomness in it? Is there random factors?
No, not really. Like the enemies are set; they appear at pretty much like the same time. Like once you get to a certain point in the level.
Oh.
So that's not really an issue. It's just that some of the enemies are just so fast, and they can just like ram into you. I don't know. You can get comboed so easily in this game.
All right.
Yeah.
So is there any last things you want to say? Because I'm going to start taking questions from the chat.
Questions
so if
from the chat, please.
chat has questions, I'll start copying those in, asking those out, and yeah, I mean.
I'd like to thank Peaches for introducing me to this game.
Oh God.
Anything else? No, not really. It's a fun game. If you, should give it a try. If you haven't already.
I remember watching you stream this once, and you just got like stun locked by frogs for like 20 seconds. Just the slowest, most painful death.
Yeah, that happens. Now this level is the hardest level in the game, and I do go pretty slow in this level because I'm afraid of dying.
All right. Okay. I'm finding some questions. So the first one this was someone already in the doc, which I think is a very valid question. Is both of you, what does it feel like to be speedrun hipsters?
I don't really think of it as much as being a hipster. I just play, games I enjoy. Like I find fun speedrun. Like I play a lot of speedrun, both popular and not very so popular games. So
Yeah.
I wouldn't really consider myself being a speedrun hipster, so to speak.
I'll agree. I just play what I like to play, and I don't really care if anyone else likes to play it or not.
It's a good
Wow.
attitude.
Real hipster answers there.
Yeah, exactly. But I mean, there must be. I can see how there's this appeal in taking these, these lesser-known games and doing something with it.
I mean, I don't demonize popular games. There are people who like to run them. I'll run them sometimes, but I just want to play what I want to play.
I love how it took you 3 jumps to
Yeah,
spawn that
very
power up.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Let's challenge. Okay, this level has kind of a cool trick you'll see with the birds up ahead. And this run also has a very tight finish, which you all should stay tuned for.
Right,
So
so
we're staying tuned.
we'll leave
Yeah.
that rolling. I had a question, I can't remember who this was from.
Look how fast he's running.
This was from Cube Mario, who said, question to all, have you played Eternity's Child? If you haven't, you really should. It's just as good, if not better than Garfield.
No.
Anyone else played that game?
Never.
Is that a troll question?
I had no idea. It could well be. PJ?
I have a question. How do you
Oh.
feel that Tampa rejected your request for him to test this, but he accepted my request to test the Lawnmower Man?
Wow.
Oh,
This game is too hard for Tampa.
Yeah, I think
Apparently.
Tomp is afraid of this. He couldn't handle it. Alright, next one.
Oh,
There's
he's
already-
just
I
hiding
saw
in a
already.
box there.
this is
So,
right
like,
there.
The final boss here. Now,
What is that, an owl? Or?
that's a dog. Now, this finish, I was just ready to stop my time. I wasn't expecting that bird at all. It ended up with 1 pixel health left.
So much of your health!
Oh,
Congratulations, boys. See, there you go, there's congratulations.
Congratulations. I like that they chase each other around.
Oh, just like they do in the comics.
Kawachiki.
Kawachiki Corp. Wow, John's just a slave for Kawachiki. Alright. Okay, so next one, Mike89 wants to know why you have such a terrible Twitch banner, Nez.
I love my banner, and I know that some people hate it and think it's offensive, but I happen to love it.
I think it's offensive. Wow.
You haven't seen it. It could be construed as offensive.
Hold on, I'm on my way.
Definitely a possibility. My main
Yeah.
issue is it's so badly made. Ah. Alright. Wall Coconut wants to know what the thoughts on Tom Sawyer are from the...
It's fantastic.
Very, very good game. My only issue with the game, though, is that
The second level takes
second
forever.
level is like a 4 or 5 minute long auto scroller, like you're on a raft
On a
or
raft.
something.
Yeah, and you shoot rocks. I think.
Yeah, you do. But you can pick up like the bow upgrade. No, wait,
Also,
is that?
Tom Sawyer has the best final boss in any game that's ever been made.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that's quite a claim.
That is a claim and a half.
You should take a look. The
We're gonna
fi-
have to have a final boss off, I think.
I don't know. Well, the final boss of Tom Sawyer is Goku shooting a bow and arrow riding a dinosaur.
Who's Goku?
It's pretty. It's fantastic.
It's pretty good.
Were there dinosaurs in the Tom Sawyer?
No.
Sure.
All I
Yeah,
know about
of
Tom
course.
Sawyer is the Rush song, and I'm trying to base it all on that. I don't remember there being dinosaurs in that. Anyway, Bablo wants to know, for a question for Cool Kid, it says, you said a week of Garfield is harder than Mega Man 2 to speedrun. Is this true?
Oh yeah, most definitely.
Wow.
That's hard. I mean, is it the hardest game you've run? Or you can run?
Actually, no, not really. I recall, like after, like we had some Deadly Towers races going on a while back, and actually, like bring out the thought of like doing a low percent run of Deadly Towers, and that's most definitely the hardest run I've
I want to see
tend to
that.
do.
Why would you ever do that to yourself?
You did low percent Lagoon.
So?
Yeah, low percent Deadly Towers was, probably too difficult for me to take on. But yeah, no. But really though,
What
I
about
don't-
regular Deadly Towers? Any percent?
Not so bad.
It's hard for me.
TJ, what
It's
if
hard.
you did low percent Lagoon, no saves?
Then it would probably end about 10 minutes in.
Alright, there's a question from Darkwing Duck, which is kind of relevant now, actually. Darkwing wants to know why Nez hasn't run Deadly Towers.
Because it's not a platformer, and it's kind of an RPG.
Kind of.
RPG. Huh.
There's kind of a lot of things, that game. Shitty is one of them.
That's why I haven't run it.
Oh man, I know.
There
The
you
cool
go.
kids running it is pretty funny. So I didn't realize you actually got people to race you, Weasel, in that game. How persuasive are you? you get Uyama to let you run any game you want, and you can get
Well.
other people to play Deadly Towers.
Yeah, well,
Yep.
Dangerous
Yeah.
ability you've got there.
it's my siren's call.
We actually
Come,
didn't
boy,
race the full
play
game, but
Deadly Towers.
What was that,
we, don't-
Quinton?
we only burned 3 evil bells. We didn't
Yeah,
race
you
the full
raced
game.
the 3 bells race.
Oh.
Thinking of short races between Peasel and Cool Kid, Cool Kid is actually has a higher point score on Bionic Commando than Peasel,
He does, that's right.
which I find
Their
hilarious.
records.
'Cause
And
it doesn't
I'm the
really-
last place in Zelda 2 as well, I think. Yep.
I love
Last place.
Cool Kid.
Lowest
You
ranked Zelda
run
2 player.
Bionic Commando, right?
Not only I don't know, I haven't really speedrun it. It's played for fun, I guess.
So what I want to know, right, is how come you're so good at loads of games? Like, what's up with that?
He's just a god gamer.
Not really. I just play like a lot of different games. I usually, I don't know, I never like speedrunning one game at a time. I usually speedrun like a tons of games because I tend to get bored one game. So
Same.
pick up like a lot of games. See someone like play a game that I think looks fun. I usually pick up that as well.
Do you
Okay.
normally run games you have played before or haven't? Like,
No, I just pick random games pretty much. Not games that I necessarily have played before.
alright, here's a good question. Steve the Dreamer says, if you could play another poorly animated game based on a novel, which one would it be? I have a follow-up question to this as well, so go for it. Anybody? I mean, anyone could take the floor here.
I'm trying to think of another novel that I enjoyed, but I
The
can't think of
Lawnmower
any.
Man.
Yeah.
See, it's
Jane,
sort of the book adaptation of the movie The Lawnmower Man.
Yeah. No, the
Mm.
movie adaptation, the game adaptation of the movie adaptation of the book.
How about Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde? That's a poorly animated game based on a novel.
It's true.
Let's see. I might speedrun Wuthering Heights 64.
Oh
That
shit!
counts.
If you put 64 in the title, then I'll play it.
Oh no.
Okay,
I still want them to discover the long lost Metroid 64. That would be the greatest game.
okay, I've got
The title screen would have an out of bounds glitch.
okay, this is my follow-up question to that one, which is if we could wish into existence a poorly animated game based on a novel, which novel would we pick?
Oh man.
That's a tough question,
This,
isn't it?
this is a thinker.
That's-
I am
I wish
completely
I had
stumped.
this in advance. to,
Everyone's brains working away to try and think of a funny answer. But
I'm just trying to think of a novel.
I think a game based off 1984 where you fight Big Brother. That would be a pretty good game.
That would be incredible. That'd be awesome. I think a game based on Slaughterhouse 5 where you like teleport through time would be great. Especially if it was awfully programmed.
Oh, speaking of awfully programmed time travel games, has anyone else ever played Time Commando?
Nope.
It's a PlayStation PC game. It's really bad.
Oh, here we
As
go.
in-
Hang on. Animal Farm Bros mailing.
Oh shit.
Based on Animal Farm. I think Pride and Prejudice as like a run and gun would be great.
The Tale of Two Cities. The dialogue quest would be text adventure.
Oh,
I
your
played-
make has a great idea. Fahrenheit 451, where you
I-
burn books.
I don't know. What about like Plato's Republic?
I don't know.
A good game. That would be a good game.
Does that count as a novel?
I think it does. Come on, it has to.
Because you could also choose like Origin of Species then, and it just turns into like a huge battle royale.
That would be amazing.
Encyclopedia.
You play as a bacteria.
Britannica the game.
The dictionary of the game. That'd be brilliant. Anyway, there were some more questions up here because we could be doing this all night. Where were we? Cypher wants to know when Cool Kid will race you in, if you will ever race you in Bucky Hard. Ah, I really screwed that one up.
No.
Dang.
Okay.
I might sometime, but well, it's a bit too challenging for me. Category.
I'm just thinking as well, I think an NES or like even better like an older like Commodore or maybe even Vectrex version of The Road as a game could be great. Because it would literally be walking down a road for a very long time. I think that would work.
Like Desert Bus but walking?
Yeah, exactly. And then you see another person, but you don't talk to them. You just... Alright, Cowrie Buns wants to know if we'll ever hear a Swedish poem read by one of the hosts. Probably not.
Yeah, well, next week PJ's going to read Swedish poems.
Oh
Alright.
yeah.
So the answer is yes, basically.
But
I'll be reading it in English, but it's a Swedish poem.
okay, hang on. Where I think we're done with questions. Actually, I can't see any more.
Yeah, I think that's it.
All right. So, I mean, if any last things, we can wrap up the show early. I don't mind. I mean, I'm quite keen on the whole sleep thing. So yeah, we can wrap it up if you guys want to do.
Dang, we're gonna beat the record.
Yeah, we are. We're going to.
We still missed our split.
Why would I think with Cool Kid and Nez, we're technically in an SRL race? Of course we're going to win.
Yep.
So, okay, shout out.
Also, on next week's show, will you list this episode in the records?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to, I think. We'll have to apply the penalty. Did we settle on a percentage that we have to add?
I thought it was like a 10-second penalty.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
a
what's
fixed
just 10
amount.
It
Well,
was
we
just 10
changed it.
seconds.
It's now
but then
it's 1% of the
his
total.
There we go,
character
now
card
it's-
did a run during this, and it's like, alright, 10 seconds, whatever,
Yeah.
for him.
Well,
Alright.
you set the rules. It's not my fault if they're bad.
Whoa, whoa.
Whoa.
Oh.
Oh,
Hey, we didn't set any rules.
Yeah.
We made
Well, I'm
something
glad
up.
you did.
I'm not
People
allowed
were
to
allowed
set
to listen to it.
rules.
So, okay, Nez.
Not
do you
our
want to do
fault,
some-
everybody believed us.
They seem to think we know what we're doing. It's
I'm
like when
gonna-
people seem to think PJ has a plan about anything.
Yeah, false.
Doesn't work. Alright, go on, Nez. Do some shout-outs.
Alright, I'm gonna shout out to my boy Scott Fitzgerald for the Great Gatsby. And yeah, he's right next to me right now.
Is that him?
Yeah.
yes.
Alright,
He's a ghost. What do you think he's gonna sound
Oh,
like?
I don't know. Maybe I thought ghosts could talk.
No, he's
I was
pretty
waiting
dumb.
for Feasel/PJ2 to chime in.
Did you know that he's got a wife named Zelda? Speaking of Zelda. Maybe that's why there was so much Zelda.
His wife is called Zelda.
Yeah.
Robin Williams'
No.
daughter is also named
What?
Zelda.
God, you know, one of the aunts from Sabrina the Teenage Witch was called Zelda.
Yeah.
Not in real life, but in the show.
Any other Zelda references we can throw in?
No?
There's a woman in a Weird Al song whose name is Zelda.
Zelda? No, wait, no, that's not it. It's Albuquerque, right?
Yeah, it's in Albuquerque.
Oh, I was thinking of Yoda. No, Albuquerque, no. Because he meets the woman in his dreams. Her name was Zelda. She was
She
a calligraphy enthusiast with a slight overbite and hair the color of strange peaches.
She'll never forget the first thing she said.
Yeah,
Hey, you've got weasels on your face.
that's when I knew it was true love. We were inseparable after that. We ate together, we shaved together, we even shared the same piece of mint-flavored dental floss. The world was our burrito. Come on, keep going, Nez. We're almost done with Zelda.
No, it's like a 12-minute song.
No, I mean, the Zelda section, there's not much more.
Oh, I can't think of any more.
Anyway, I
Oh.
can't remember. She invites him to join the Columbia Record Club, and they break up for that reason.
Mm-hmm.
They had 2 children, Nathaniel and Superfly. I
Someone
can't.
wants to know whether if either me or Cool Kid will be streaming after the show. I think I could stream. I might do some marathon practice.
Alright.
You think you could stream? We're gonna need
I
more of a
think you
commitment than
can
that.
too.
Hey, you have to just check in and find out. Maybe you'll come and be very disappointed.
Alright, so let's carry on with your shout-outs. We got to F. Scott Fitzgerald.
Yeah, and
We got 1 shout-out in. We're doing well.
everyone in number S&W, they're pretty cool
Shout outs to number S&W. Shout outs to Marsh Corp, Tawashiki Corp,
Oh, yeah.
SFPA Toy.
Shout out to the N64 for being
Oh,
a
no.
better system.
Wait, did you just say for being a better system?
Yes.
Then what?
Yeah,
Yeah.
just an
Whatever
open-ended
you-
comparison.
So whatever you can stick next to it, it's better.
Shout outs.
Uh,
I want to give a shout out to Hummer Team for being the best Taiwanese pirates game developer out there for NES. Thank you.
okay, because someone keeps asking, Eek Drizzle wants to know if Cool Kid is planning on doing a Super Monkey Daibuken run.
Yeah, I might, but I haven't even beaten the game yet, so
See.
might be something I will do.
Okay, are we done on those shoutouts?
I can think of some more if you give me a little bit of time.
That's alright. Krimi wants to know why you're not called N64 Kamikaze. I already know the answer to this, but you can go ahead.
Yeah. Kamikaze has been a name of mine for a very long time, and it's very meaningful to me.
Ever since he tried to kill himself by driving a car into a tank.
No, but
What?
you're half right. You're
Shut
actually
down.
half
Close.
right in that.
Did you have it before then, or?
I had it before then, but it's been important to me because half of your statement is correct. But I'm not. My internet name was just like a bunch of things randomly before Kamikaze, and during one point in time, I really wanted an NES, but I didn't have one at the time, and I put NES in front of my nickname, and that happened to be the one that stuck.
Whenever you played games, did you get men come up and be like, "Oh man, oh how's it going?" And you were like, "Oh, I really want a NES," and then they bought you one.
No,
Huh?
that's not how it worked.
Weren't you
Oh.
listening to the story?
Well, I'm just
Come on,
wondering. I'm sorry.
Get your head in the game.
I'm sorry. I'll work my way up.
Put me in, coach.
So you just throw NES on there and it's stuck.
Yeah, it happened, because that's the one that my email was, and so I had to use that email everywhere, and so I just ended up using that name.
Did you ever get an NES?
I do have one,
There you go.
with The Adventures of Tom Sawyer.
That's all you need. That's all you need. Alright, so we can wrap this up now, right? Let me just see if there's anything more I was meant to mention on this.
I want to give a shout out.
Go on then.
I'm gonna give a shout out to Pablo for improving his Super Castlevania 4 record.
Can we
Which
give
we
him
only
a
found
not
out
shout
about
out for not
during the
telling
show.
us? He didn't tell us.
Sure he did. Just wasn't in time, I guess.
Oh, okay. So just to remind you, if you do break a record or whatever, do tell us, and we'll put it on the show. Maybe send us some videos and some highlights. That would be pretty sweet. Make things a lot easier for Duckfist and Feasel. But that's cool. We have a bunch of episodes planned, but I'd just like to thank Cool Kid and Nez for showing up. I kind of wanted both of them on the show. I didn't really think it would be like this, but you know, we got it. We were
Didn't think it would come down to such
Yeah.
a level.
Yep. Bailed out by them, so obviously massive thanks to anybody who does that. Cook it as well, because it's 3 a.m. at the moment.
Thank you.
That's alright. We will have them back on the later episodes. Cool Kid's coming back. We'll have the...
I'd really like to do the dynamic duo, the
You
Cool
mean-
Kid plus EXO show.
You mean the inadequate... the We Are Not Worthy episode of Cool Kid
Yeah.
and EXO.
The
where
Korean
we just-
Conquest episode?
Yes, the Cry and Conquest episode. That's it.
Oh.
Where you can both learn a game and run it during the show and see who gets the better time.
Let's see who can beat the
Great
world
idea.
record fastest.
That'd be good. Fuck it, we're doing that. We're doing that at some point. We're both going to give you a game in 24 hours, and the one who gets the fastest speedrun wins. So, Nez will be on the show. We got the puzzle one to do eventually if Cypher doesn't mess us all up. It's his fault. It's his fault, not us. And Tony Hawk's at some point. George is not dead because he was in the chat. We're doing this Tony Hawk's episode. He's probably gone now. But George was about. Nez, go find him as well. Hunt him down.
Alrighty.
As per usual, so yeah, thanks to you guys. Obviously, thanks to PJ, Feasel, and Duckfist. As I said, send us records or videos or anything. If you know of someone else breaking a record, do tell us. Again, Summer Games Done Quick is the 24th of May until the 29th or 8th, is it? 9th. 29th. That'll be over at SDA on their homepage. You all know where that is. And there was something else. What was it?
What's coming
Oh,
up
we have
next week?
upcoming episodes. Yeah, we've
Yeah.
filled out. After our
We filled out.
we've planned to fill out. We've had a very lackluster performance, all of us except maybe Feasel, in actually planning our episodes properly. But we're getting back on properly. Next week is going to be Super Metroid. We're doing any percent next week because there's too much of that game. And that'll be Garrison on, and maybe Cassius, or who's the other one, Feasel?
MSDS.
MSDS, of course. So that'll be next week. The week after should be Ape Escape, but can't confirm that yet. Then after that we'll be doing Symphony of the Night, Alucard style, with Rom Scout and somebody else. We'll see who that will be. So we actually have planned those three, and then after that, just so you guys all know, we're taking a 2-week break. There's 1 week for Summer Games Done Quick, as we were talking about earlier, so we're not going to be on during Summer Games Done Quick. And after that is going to be another break, because I have things to do, and we wanted to take 2 weeks break anyway. I don't really know why, we just all sort of agreed on it. So we'll have the week after will be taken off, and then following that, when we come back, we will be doing Summer Games Done Quick. Look back at or highlight stuff, and we'll get some people who were there on. Feasel was there, Duckfist will be there too. We'll play some clips, have some fun, stuff like that. So, thanks for watching, guys. We just smashed our record, absolutely destroyed it. We'll see you next week for Super Metroid. Goodbye, everyone.
All right.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Oh.